Hello, I'm Bryce Mortensen. He's my older little brother, Zachary Mortensen. And we're
Uh,
doing Sweet 16, baby.
Yeah,
You want to talk about the first game tomorrow?
yeah,
Clemson.
we see the Arizona Wildcats and Caleb Love take on the Clemson Tigers in Crypto.com Arena in Los Angeles, California. I
Uh,
think the experience
I think
of
Arizona will win.
Arizona is just going to be too much, especially with especially the experience of Caleb Love having already been to a national championship game.
Oh, he was? What team was he at?
He was on UNC.
Okay. Didn't they get
Don't you
blown
remember?
out?
No, they barely lost to Kansas.
Oh, okay. Okay. Oh, 2 years ago. Okay.
Yeah, don't you remember?
Yeah, I remember. I was laughing because I don't like UNC. But yeah, I agree. Like Zona is so much superior than Clemson. Like they have more experience. And I say the
Yeah.
same thing with UConn over San Diego State. Do you agree?
I don't know. I think San Diego State is very experienced and talented as well. If you
But
remember correctly, it was the national championship matchup last year. This one could go either way. I know UConn holds the edge, but I do feel that that spread is it's going to be less than that. It's going to be UConn's going to if they win, they're going to win by 11 or less.
I think Alabama's gonna win here. I think
I
they
hope not. I don't want to lose my champion.
I just
I don't
don't
want
at
bowl.
least you're not Andrew and his team loses in the first round. And
Oh
all
yeah, yeah. He was like all mad at me because I named some schools, which not all of them were correct, that he picked that uh lost in the first round. But he proved my point that he likes to have teams lose in the first round. Like this year, Auburn. 2 years ago, Kentucky.
UConn.
28 Arizona.
Oh yeah.
26 State. 2014 Iowa State. 2013 New Mexico. 2012 Missouri.
You also picked Ohio State a few years ago.
Yeah, that was the only time that I've lost in the rounds of 64. And that was because I loved Ohio State. And we should not have lost that game.
Yeah, Alabama, I think their team is more like
It sucks that we lost to fucking Bobby.
I just think Alabama is just gonna I could here, I'll put it this way. I can see UN because North Carolina did not look good against Michigan State in in the first in the first half. They did not look good.
They look good in the second half. And Alabama did play a fairly close game, both against both Grand Canyon and the College of Charleston.
Yeah, but I just think the difference between Michigan State and Alabama will show. Can you see
Oh,
that, Zach?
quite possibly.
Like, yeah, this is going to be the best game of the round of
Oh, yeah.
64. Do you agree?
Um, I'd say the one that I'm most looking forward to, which I don't think I'll be able to watch because I'll be at the Cavs game, is the Creighton Tennessee game.
That could be a good game, but
But
I think
most looking,
I think Illinois is going to win.
I think it just completely depends on the penetrative abilities of Terrence Shannon.
Yeah, that's true. Now Friday's matchup, Marquette should win this.
Marquette is overrated. I think NC State has the momentum.
Marquette also has momentum.
I wouldn't really say so. They barely beat Colorado.
Well, NC State barely beat the team they just played, I believe. Oh no, they barely beat Oakland. Yeah, they barely beat Oakland.
Oakland beat Kentucky, Bryce, and Cleveland State. They're not a bad team.
Like that game went into overtime.
But in their last 5 games, NC State has beaten Duke, Virginia, UNC, Texas Tech, and Oakland. I
Well, they beat Illinois. They barely lost to Purdue. They beat Kansas.
Plus Tyler Kolek has been hurt. He hasn't been playing up to his full capabilities.
But do you see what I'm talking about? They beat Illinois at Illinois. They beat yeah, they won their conference, obviously. They barely lost to the second best team ranked wise in Purdue, and they beat number one at the time, Kansas. So do you know what I'm talking about? Do you see that
I
now?
understand why you're saying it. I just think Marquette is vastly overrated.
This is gonna be a close game. Like there are two notorious choking colleges. We're gonna see who chokes harder.
Probably the Bulldogs.
Like they a few years ago, I think this was 2020 or 2021, they barely went. The only reason they beat UCLA was Jalen Suggs just chucking it from half court and it banked in. It should have went into triple overtime.
Maybe.
And Purdue lost to a 16 seed last year. Like they're both notorious chokers. We're just gonna see. I think Purdue will win this game, but I think it's gonna be closer than 5.5.
Okay.
Who do you have winning that game?
Purdue.
I think Duke's gonna win this game. Houston, this is
They
for
barely beat them.
this is for Andrew. They barely beat Utah. I know this is a 10-point game, but like if you watch the end of that game, four it was 4 points and we just foul gated at the end of that game. It was a 4 point
Mm.
game. That's for Andrew's sake. They barely beat BYU. I think they also lost to BYU. Oh no, they only played BYU. Yeah, again, they barely beat BYU. Just want to make that clear.
Yeah, this one I feel will be actually a very close game. It very well could come down to who has the shot last. I think Duke has the ability to win, but will they is what we will see on Friday.
I think Creighton will beat Tennessee.
Yeah, I think they have all the momentum, especially after how they laid it on to the Ducks in that second OT.
Yeah, like but the national championship that everyone wants is Duke UNC. Do you agree, Zach?
I would say so.
I think that would be the most watch college basketball game since Magic Johnson versus Larry Bird. Do you have any final thoughts on the Sweet 16, Zach?
It should be some good basketball. Hope everyone enjoys what they're able to watch. And it'll be exciting to see who ends up in the Elite Eight and what matchups we'll have to determine the Final Four.
Exactly. Peace.
Bye.